My name is Mike Barrett and I'm Prison Officer HMP Blunderston in the role as a resettlement officer. We try and help people with their problems when they come in, point them, direct them all the way through their sentence for when they get out, and hopefully give them something positive to go out with. An address, possible employment, training qualifications, going on to further education, just something that they've never had before. There's no average day in a prison service, every day is different. Born in the East End of London, Shoreditch, Hackney, around that way, I went to one of the hardest schools in Hoxton, and it was a comprehensive, it was one of the first big ones. I sort of stayed on for the sixth form. I took all the GCEs, that we used to call them, not CSEs but GCEs, and failed them all apart from one the first time. Then you had to knuckle down, and I knuckled down, and the second time I ended up passing about 8, I think it was. It was just common sense in the end of it. You knew that even at that stage, back in the 60s, you had to get qualifications to get a decent job. I was extremely lucky. I ended up working for a shipping company. It was United States Lines, where they had passenger liners, and I was called clerk to the advertising and public relations department. It was one of the best jobs ever. After that, I went to Carriages, the wine and spirit people. Enjoyed it immensely. Had a fantastic boss who was more like a father. He pointed me in the direction of going to different places. Unfortunately, he ended up contracting cancer, and it was like, as I say, like a father and son relationship. We got so sort of mentored, because my own father, sort of at an early age, had gone, just went out of the picture. When he died, they brought somebody else in, because I wasn't old enough to take the position that he had, and they were they undid all the work that he did, and I thought, no, I can't sort of stand this anymore. But prior to that, I'd met my wife at Carriages as well, and we ended up getting married, and she went and got a job at a plastics company, and we ended up working together in South East London, and I was there for about 10, 12 years. We decided, was this the life that we wanted to live in London? The violence was getting worse, it was at that time, and we decided that we might move out. Well, we had family up in Norfolk, and we came up and saw them, decided it was a nice area, and decided that we'd give it a go and move up here. Came up here, I was out of work for about 3 months, which put a strain on our relationship, no end of strain. I tried everywhere to get employment. I must have written away to about 40 or 50 different companies. I couldn't even get an interview. So I can appreciate what people are feeling like nowadays. So finally I did get one, and it was with the valve company, selling industrial valves to the offshore industry. I enjoyed that for sort of 12 years, but that was more, it was getting more and more hard pressured. Hiring people, firing people, meeting targets, and I thought to myself, no, there's got to be something better than this. And I just got work to one day, and I was in the car. I thought, I've got to go in here, and I just didn't want to get out of the car. So then I thought, you've got to find yourself something else to do. Saw the advert for the prison service, and joined here at the age of 49. Has its moments, but overall, I say 99% of the time, I thoroughly enjoy the work that I do. Never felt I would ever be a prison officer. Not for the fact what it means, but it was just one of those things I never thought of.